What is up, heroes? This is Midnight Zero, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa. In the last episode, we've started our investigation. Oh man, all the deaths going on. And shout out to Rina Shiawase for letting me know in the comments that actually, the Danganronpa development team actually said that they felt bad about killing off Ishimaru so quickly, and I really wish they had kept him alive for longer because I was hoping to get to know him better. And also shout out to Aplomernope for these incredible tweets. I'll show them on screen now. They're great. Also, feel free to add me on Mitomo because that's a thing now. Anyways, getting into this, we have to start investigating. So let's take a look. First of all, I noticed in the last episode that there are these hammers in the background, but some of them are missing. Also, I really do appreciate you guys supporting my theorizing and everything. That's easily one of my favorite parts about this game, is just thinking so hard about trying to figure everything out. Anyways, there are hammers of all different sizes hanging on the wall, although some are more like mallets. Could the Justice hammers have been designed using these as a model? Either way, all the hammers have obviously seen a lot of use. They're all covered in debris and chalky stone powder. Wait. For some reason, this one hammer isn't dirty at all, and it's wet. Someone wash it recently? Huh, that's interesting. Do you think someone took some of the hammers and put some of them back? That's strange. So maybe some of these are the hammers that were used in the murders, but they were cleaned or something like that? I'm not 100% sure. Alright, well, let's take a look at Ishimaru's body. According to the Monokuma file, from a blow to the head. It's pretty safe to say, but, you know. Did the killer use the tarp to move the body? That is a good question. The way there wouldn't be any blood left behind while the body was moved. Huh. That is from the equipment room behind the air filter place, I think. Yamada's big, cold body is laying on the floor. His really big body. I mean, how on earth was the killer able to move someone so big? From the nurse's office, where he was discovered to hear the repository, all the way from the first to third floor without anyone noticing. Huh, that is a good question. If I remember correctly, Yamada's fatal injury was also a blow to the head, probably from Justice Hammer 3, which is laying on the floor in the nurse's office. Something's off about his body. Why am I getting this feeling? Something's different. Something about Yamada's body in the nurse's office versus his body right now. That's it. His glasses. His glasses were cleaned. Why would that happen? Does that mean someone wiped his glasses off? But who would do that, and why? Yeah, why would someone wipe off his glasses? I know that he technically came back to life that one moment, so he might have woken up and... He might have woken up and wiped him off, but beyond that, I'm not sure. Okay, let's see what Asahina has to say about it all. Hey, I've been thinking about something. It's about the repository. And after Yamada and Ishimaru's bodies disappeared, we split up to look around, right? I was really scared, so me and Ogami stuck together. And we came right to the repository too, you know, look around. But when we got here, the repository was locked. We couldn't get inside. Yeah, that's what I was thinking before too. And we came here as soon as the search started, so there's no way someone could have beat us here. So if that's true, then who locked it? And why is it unlocked now? Yeah, who would have a key to it, first of all? Interesting. There are many aspects of the incident this time. Too many, to be honest. Considering that, it may be good to look back on everything that's happened. I feel like that too might have been a double entendre. Would you like my help? Of course. Yeah, let's look back on things. This morning, only 4 of us met up at the dining hall. Asahina, Kirigiri, myself, and Ogami. We waited for the others, but nobody showed up, so we decided to go look for them. It was around 8 o'clock when we began our search, and soon after we split up, Kirigiri disappeared. After that, Asahina found Celeste in the rec room on the 3rd floor, then quickly came and got you and me. According to Celeste, she was attacked by a suspicious individual and lay unconscious for about an hour. In other words, she was attacked an hour before we found her, meaning just after 7 o'clock. And it was a very suspicious individual indeed. Based on the picture Celeste took, we discovered her attacker was dressed in a strange costume. Robo Justice. And that this Robo Justice had dragged Yamada away. Huh. I found an injured Yamada in the library on the 2nd floor. Took him down to the nurse's office. But then... I saw a shadow, something moving around at the top of the stairs. So then we went after that. Celeste screamed. This time she had apparently seen the suspect on the 3rd floor. Hearing her screams, we quickly made our way to the 3rd floor. It is kind of strange that Celeste was on the 3rd floor when we were supposed to be splitting up searching for the 2nd floor, or searching on the 2nd floor for the Robo Justice. That was a rather intense scream for someone like you. I was blocking the stairs, so we headed further down into the hallway and disappeared. Interesting. And then... I came from downstairs, it must have been Yamada. So, yeah, then we find Yamada, and then we go and find Ishimaru. Meanwhile, Togami and Fukuwa pursued the suspect. And when we got back to the nurse's office, Yamada was dead. Which is also when we heard the body discovery announcement play. I left Celeste and Asina alone and headed back to the 3rd floor to tell the others what had happened. But then they went to the bathroom. Like, what is up with that? But at the same time, we had discovered Ishimaru's body in the equipment room, which means Yamada and Ishimaru's bodies were discovered right around the same time. Because I remember hearing the body discovery announcement play right after finding Ishimaru. And that's when I showed up and told you and Togami that Yamada had been killed, right? Then you, me, and Togami all headed back to the nurse's office, leaving behind Fukuwa, who had fainted. But as soon as we left the physics lab, we ran into Celeste, who just arrived us to tell us about something very unusual. Yamada's body had disappeared. We hurried back to the nurse's office to discover that his corpse was in fact gone. Then we remembered we had abandoned the unconscious Fukuwa and rushed back to the equipment room. This can't be happening. Are we hallucinating all this or something? This time, Fukuwa's body, Ishimaru's body had disappeared. So from there, we began a search for both the missing bodies, and after some time, Celeste told us she'd found the bodies, and we all headed to the repository. And there we rediscovered the 2 bodies that had apparently vanished. To be fair, listening to this again, Celeste sounds pretty suspicious, given she discovered the bodies in the repository when it was locked for everyone else. She was on the 3rd floor when we were supposed to be searching the 2nd floor. She was left to watch Yamada's body, and they went to the bathroom as the body was taken away. So, interesting. Because, yeah, it definitely seems like Celeste is playing a role in manipulating where everyone is at any given time. Maybe working together with the AI, alter ego, to get things done while she's manipulating where everyone is. Tomi, do you think Hagakure really did? I don't see how anyone could think otherwise. When the attacks and murders and disappearances all happened, every one of us had an alibi. And the last thing Yamada said when he died, yeah, he said Hagakure's name. I still think, like, you know, the AI could have shown or displayed Hagakure's face. Much like Asahina thought she saw, what's his name? Fujisaki. This is interesting. Yeah, and I feel like Hagakure would be susceptible to, like, ghosts and that sort of thing. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. There are a few other things, like why did the killer try to hide the bodies? Right. Yeah, it's very, very weird. I do think there are 2 people involved, or like one AI alter ego working with someone else. Togami, share, please. Yeah, it is interesting. Why did 2 murders occur? Unless they were killed in different manners to intentionally, like... I don't know. Alright, well, let's head out of here then. There's only one way in and out of this room, through the door that Asahina said was locked before. There's definitely a lock on the door, but it can only be locked from inside the repository. I don't see any way to lock it from in the art room. The door can only be locked from inside the repository, which makes me wonder. Asahina and Ogami confirmed that the door was locked after we started looking for the missing bodies, and the door is designed so it can only be locked from inside the repository. In other words, when Asahina checked it, someone had already gone in the repository and locked the door. When they were done, they unlocked it and left, which is why it's unlocked now. But Asahina claims that there's no way someone could have beaten them to the repository, so that certain someone is either Hagakure or Kirigiri, or alter ego, if it's on wheels. That's all I can think of, really. Should probably look around here a little more. Okay, so what else is there to look at? The monitor? Oh, no, this little cart thing. That might have been used for Yamada's body, if I had to guess. To dolly, it doesn't have a handle. I saw this in the art room before. I guess it's used to move statues around. It's kind of awkward, but if you bend down, it's not too hard to use. Wasn't this in the equipment room when we found Ishimaru's body? And look at the wheel. It's got blood on it. So there's blood on the wheel of the dolly that was moved from the equipment room to the repository. What's the explanation for that? It's pretty safe to say that it was used to move the bodies. Maybe I should check somewhere else. There's some place I already know about. First, the nurse's office where Yamada was found, and the equipment room where Ishimaru was found. Alright, so first of all, we'll head over to, I think the, what's it called, equipment room is closer, so we'll head over there first. This is going to be an interesting case. A lot of you guys said that, like, the second chapter was really good, but, like, this chapter, oh man, it threw people for a loop, trying to figure out just how it all happened, not even necessarily who did it. And so I'm really, really intrigued and excited to try and figure all this out. Like I constantly mention, figuring things out is easily one of my favorite things to do. I'm a math major. I like problem solving and putting together clues, you know, via reason and all that. There were some weird tracks on the floor back there, actually. I'll check those out on my way out of here, because I don't think it's going to let me leave here anyways. Alright, let's inspect this hammer, see if there's anything interesting about it. Weapon that was used to kill Ishimaru. The body was moved, but the murder weapon was just left here. Yeah, it would be interesting to see why this hammer was left here, but then one of the hammers might have been, like, washed off and cleaned and returned. It could be that there are two different people trying to cover up their murders. There's some kind of tire mark going through the pool of blood in the middle of the room. That reminds me about the dolly in the repository. There's blood on its tire. Could that blood have come from? Yep. That still doesn't solve the question of how to use, or how to get Yamada's body up there. Yeah, no kidding. I mean, we'll take a look at the nurse's office, of course, and see if there's any clue there. What else is here? These are the tarps, and I feel like I've seen it somewhere before, and just recently, too. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me right now, Naegi? Come on. Use your brain a little bit. Sleeping right here where the killer carried the body away. I'm super pissed I missed such an ultimately rare event. Oh, Fukawa. Oh, Fukawa. Never failed to entertain. Alright, well then in that case, I want to check the tracks out here that I saw on the floor. Oh no, those aren't tracks, those are just cords hooked up to the air filter. Then I guess what we might want to do now is actually head down to the first floor to the nurse's office to see what's going on there. So let's check out this map. I missed this investigation. I love putting all this together. Yep, there's the nurse's office. Can we teleport? Yeah, we can. Alright, sweet. Teleportation. Instant transmission. Let's head on over to the nurse's office. I hadn't even really seen it before the murder, too. I know it unlocked, I forget when, but I never really explored it like I probably should have, so that I can at least see how it's different now that the murder happened. Alright, Celeste, what do you have to say? You're a suspicious person. What are you investigating, Celeste? I'm not investigating anything, precisely speaking. I'm simply going around seeing if Hagakure might be hiding somewhere. What about you? Yeah, that is a question, like, where are Kirigiri and Hagakure? Like, why have they not shown up yet? Oh, you know, I'm just checking this and that. The main thing on my mind is how someone could have moved Yamada's body. How Yamada was moved, eh? When it disappeared, you were supposed to be in the nurse's office, right? Correct. Alcina was not feeling well, so I stayed behind to look after her. But she seemed to be getting worse, so I took her to the bathroom. And when you got back, the body was gone. Yeah, because, like, Celeste very much manipulated where Asahino was, and Asahino's stupid enough to follow along. So I can see her bringing Asahino to the bathroom while something goes on in this room. Interesting. Could not have been gone for more than a minute or two, though. Asahino said the same thing. So then the killer was able to get in and move Yamada's body in that short amount of time? It would seem so. To carry off someone as big as Yamada in only a couple of minutes is... I can't think of it as anything less than impossible. Yeah, the only person I can see doing that to is Ogami, so... that does complicate things a bit. There are no tracks on, like, the bloodstains or anything like that. Stammer 3, the one that was used to kill Yamada. Someone moved the body but left a weapon behind. Does the glasses cleaning matter in this at all? Is there anything else to investigate, really? You can check out, is this a garbage can? See what's in there, maybe? It's just a normal trash can. Huh, wait, there's something inside. Oh, it's too small to be a handkerchief. It's a glasses cleaning cloth. And it's got some kind of cartoon character on it. Oh, but it's also covered in blood. Okay, so it's pretty safe to assume that Yamada cleaned off his own glasses with that. Or someone, or the killer found that on him and cleaned his glasses. That being said, I feel like Yamada wasn't killed instantly. That might be the case. A cleaning cloth. And it's all bloody. Whoever this belonged to must have used it to wipe up some blood, but who would need to do something like that? I haven't the slightest idea. Please, guys. So he might not have died instantly. So like when Asahina cried on him, he might not have even been dead and like been coming back to life in the first place. That's interesting. Check the camera. Not really. Okay, let's check out this. Is this a safe or refrigerator? Wonder if there's anything to drink. Maybe a quick peek. There's a bunch of blood packets in here for blood transfusions, I guess. Huh. Doesn't help me though. I'm not a vampire. Wait a minute. So there are a ton of blood packets, so that could be used to fake one's own death. But we know that Yamada is dead. So, interesting. This is very interesting. Blood packets being available would be important in that you could fake someone's death. So who died again? Ishimaru and Yamada. Huh, I'm very confused as to whether or not Yamada maybe faked his own death, but then got killed later on anyways. So someone committed a murder, or was going to commit a murder, and then got murdered himself. Interesting. So there could be a chain of murderers, but one of the murderers died during this chapter anyways. Huh. Alright, well, so that's interesting. We'll head on out then, and see what other people have to say. I don't know where everyone is. So this is where you were. I've been looking for you. Hey, Togami, we're about to do some more partner work. I want to thank you for what you did. Not that you meant to, but you ended up making this little game of ours very interesting indeed. You should go to Hagakure's room. Oh, and let me give you this. Meet in the dining hall. This is the note Hagakure wrote to get us all to meet up, right? You remember well. Well, the penmanship was pretty remarkable, so it left an impression. Anyway, this makes it clear, right? This is a trap. What is? Things grow ever more exciting. What are you talking about? I've already repaid my debt. I don't owe you any more explanation. Interesting. So, Hagakure was trying to get a bunch of people into the dining hall, but maybe only particular people into the dining hall so that other murders could happen. Huh. Alright, well then, I don't think we have much of a choice other than to just head on over to Hagakure's room. Looks like we're at least making decent progress with getting all the clues and all. So, let's head on over. Which room is Hagakure's? I do not know. Should take a look though, of course. Oh, it's gonna say Yasuhiro too. If I recall correctly, he was like over here-ish. Oh, I can also just look at the map. That's pretty helpful. He's difficult to miss. Alright, so this should be it. The door is unlocked. Might not be a great idea, but I'm gonna take the plunge. Why would it be unlocked? That's very strange. Didn't Kirigiri also say that her room would be unlocked? There's all kinds of weird stuff in here. Where'd he even get it all from? More importantly, he still hasn't turned up, which means he can't really complain if I didn't get his permission to search his room, right? Okay, so alright, there's a lot to look at. First of all, we're gonna take a look at the bed, just to be safe. It's a normal bed, pretty much just like the one in my room. Let's check over here first. Anything on the notepad? Nope. Alright, let's take a look at these boxes then. I think there's something in the cardboard box. It's blueprints for something, and that looks a lot like Robo Justice. Something's made out of, it looks like cardboard, plastic, and plaster. Is this Robo Justice? And it's in Hagakure's room? But wait, these blueprints. Something about them bothers me. Have the arms bend like this. Huh. They're almost like more instructions to give to someone else rather than him actually using them to build. If that makes sense. So maybe Hagakure built Robo Justice? Or gave Robo Justice to someone else to build and then Hagakure used it or something like that? Also, that penmanship is bad. So Hagakure... So whoever wrote the note to meet in the dining hall and whoever wrote these instructions is not the same person. Is what I think I'm supposed to get from that. Let's check out the bathroom. Otherwise, I don't think there's anything really important. Nothing in here. It's pretty grungy, though. How does the bathroom even get this dirty? Hagakure, man. What's he been up to? Alright, I don't think there's really anything else then. Nike, big news, big news. What's up? Wait, we found Kirigiri? What's up with her? She okay? Where is she? It wasn't done. There's more big news. Robo Justice showed up too. Huh? It's Hagakure wearing the costume. Anyway, as soon as you can, head to the pool on the 2nd floor. I think Hagakure and Kirigiri would turn up at the same time. Wait, what? This is so confusing. Maybe he's possessed or something like that? I am very confused. Phew, man. I have had the worst day. What? Hagakure? Well, please, you have some explaining to do. Hagakure? Yeah, duh. Who else would I be? That's a good question. Wait a minute. This is alter ego. This is definitely alter ego. We can't see his face, and we know alter ego can impersonate people. Huh? What? Why do I look like this? Did someone come along and remodel me while I was sleeping? Was it the Illuminati? Can alter ego not see that it's wearing the Robo Justice costume or know that it's wearing the Robo Justice costume and just be impersonating Hagakure? But then who would have taken alter ego and programmed Robo Justice to be like that? Robo Justice finally made his appearance, huh? I guess Kirigiri's the one that found him. Kirigiri, where have you been? I found Hagakure. He was jammed into the pool room locker. It looked like he was fast asleep, so I kicked him and woke him up. I still can't believe you kicked me. You could have been a little more gentle about it, like, I don't know, caress my face or something. That's creepy. Anyway, Kirigiri, where have you been all this time? There was something I had to check up on. Like, that's kind of important. More importantly, does she have any idea? Does she know how many people think she might be spying for the mastermind? First of all, Hagakure, you need to explain to us why you're dressed like that. I mean, I have no idea. 1 second I was asleep, don't even know how that happened. And then I woke up, and then I was here. I don't care. Do something about that costume. It pains me to just look at you. I don't know what's up with this thing, but I can't actually get it off. It would make sense if alter ego couldn't get it off. Why would you make something that you can't take off by yourself? I didn't make this stupid friggin' thing. There's a clasp on the back that's keeping you from getting it off. It looks pretty sturdy. I don't think you can get it off on your own. Huh. We don't really have a choice. Let's help him. Oh, it's actual Hagakure. Huh. Isn't it kind of weird how perfectly the suit fits Hagakure? That face, though. More to the point, nobody but Hagakure would be able to wear that costume. Wait, what? Hold on a second. Don't bother trying to act innocent. The blueprints were in your room as well. In other words, it is obvious to everyone that you made this costume. It's true, I saw the blueprints myself. It's obvious. The one who put this costume on and went around attacking everyone was Hagakure. That's not the case. That's definitely not the case. Shall we tie him up and gag him? We wouldn't want him killing anyone else. He couldn't kill anyone else, if anything, but... Hold on, guys. I think it's going a little far. He may be a suspect, but he deserves fair treatment. Attacking blueprints? I have no idea what you guys are talking about. Can't talk your way out of this. It's been decided. You killed them. I have no idea what you're talking about. There must be a fake Hagakure running around. What? So who else could possibly be the costume attacker? How do you know I'm the only one? Maybe you should try it on for yourself before you convict me. If you're gonna be a jerk about it, I will. Not a bad idea. See how loose it is? I mean, come on. I'm blind as a bat in here. Can't see my feet at all. I'm surprised you got anywhere in this thing. I'm telling you, it wasn't me. Not to mention, you totally can't bend at the waist. Seems like a pretty obvious oversight. Huh, that's interesting. Not a very nice thing to say. Interesting. There's another guy then. Makoto. Or Nagi. Alright, so now we're gonna try it on. Again, that doesn't mean he made it though. It could have been made by someone looking to frame Hagakure, and I'm pretty sure that's the case. If you insist on this line of defense, then show us some evidence. Yeah, to be fair, it is very possible there could be 2 Robo-Justices, and I would not be surprised if there were. Claim there's another suit, yes? Then you must find it and show it to us. Celeste, on the offensive. Who cares? Hagakure is the only one without an alibi during this whole thing anyway. It's how we know it was him. Could still be one with alter ego in it. I mean, is that really true? I have no idea what's been happening. Could someone, like, tell me? Yeah, I feel like there's an alter ego. Hagakure was forced to wear one, but I don't know how he would have been, like, put unconscious or, like, mindlessly doing that and not remember anything. And then another alter ego Robo-Justice with Hagakure impersonation could be it. I don't know. This is getting really complex, but this investigation's been really fun. I'm gonna have to call it for here though, and we might even start the class trial soon. We're investigating, we're discovering things pretty quickly, so I'll see you guys in the next episode. But until then, this has been Midnight Zero, and this mission is complete.
Danganronpa.